Right now, the entire world is glued to the news. They are watching the geopolitical chess match between the US, Israel, and Iran. They are arguing in comment sections and watching press conferences. But while the masses are distracted by the headlines, the smart money is watching the charts. Here is the uncomfortable truth. A conflict thousands of miles away does not just stay on your television screen. It reaches right into your bank account. It affects the price of your groceries, the cost of your commute, and the value of your savings. Today, we are taking emotion out of it. We are not looking at politics. We are following the money. I'm going to show you exactly how global conflicts manipulate the financial markets, who's getting rich from this, and the exact steps you need to take to protect your wealth before inflation strikes again. Let's look at the board. To understand the money, you have to understand the map. There is a tiny 21-mile-wide strip of water between Oman and Iran called the Strait of Hormuz. It doesn't look like much, but this is the economic jugular vein of the planet. Roughly 20% of the entire world's oil supply passes through this exact choke point every single day. When tensions rise with Iran, the insurance costs for these massive oil tankers skyrocket. If the strait is threatened or blocked, the global supply of oil gets strangled instantly. And here is why. That drains your wallet. Oil is the blood of the global economy. If oil prices spike, the cost to manufacture plastic goes up. The cost for trucks to deliver food goes up. The cost to fly airplanes goes up. Companies do not pay for that you do. It gets passed down to the consumer as inflation. While you are watching the news, your purchasing power is quietly being erased. So, what do billionaires, central banks, and hedge funds do when the world gets unstable? They panic sell their risky tech stocks, and they run to the oldest money on earth, gold and silver. Whenever geopolitical fear spikes, the fear index goes up. Fiat currency paper money starts to look very weak because governments have to print more of it to fund their operations. But you cannot print gold. You cannot print silver. You cannot print copper. Investing in these hard metals during a crisis isn't necessarily about getting rich quick. It is a defensive shield. It is wealth preservation. The smart money parks their cash in physical assets that have survived every single war, empire, and economic crash for the last 5,000 years. If you don't own any hard assets right now, you are standing in a financial storm without an umbrella. Now, we have to talk about the sector that actually profits from instability, the defense industry. War is, unfortunately, a massive, multi-trillion-dollar business. When the US or its allies engage in conflict or send aid, they are not sending briefcases of cash. They are sending billions of dollars worth of equipment. Equipment that has to be manufactured, maintained, and replaced. Who gets those contracts? Publicly traded defense and aerospace companies. When tensions in the Middle East escalate, defense stocks historically see massive influxes of capital. The investors who understand macroeconomics position themselves in these sectors long before the headlines even break. They follow the government contracts, not the politicians. So, what is your playbook? You are not a central bank, and you are not a billionaire hedge fund manager. How do you survive this? First, stop panic selling your long-term investments just because the news looks scary. Second, look into hedging your portfolio. Whether that means studying index funds, adding a small percentage of gold, or understanding commodities, you need assets that survive inflation. And third, focus intensely on the one thing you can actually control: your own income. Global conflicts will come and go. Markets will crash and recover. But the skills you build and the business you create are completely yours. If you want to know exactly how to bulletproof your own finances and build your own digital assets, watch my video on the 6-month financial reset right here. Stay focused, stay rational, and I'll see you in the next one.